Test, test.
D11 Sports presents St. Luke's Sports Medicine Game of the Week. D11 Sports presents St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
Southern Lehigh High School is site tonight for Colonial League basketball action. It's our D11Sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. And boy, do we have a good one in store for you. 9-0 Notre Dame Crusaders in league play. They're first in the East. On the other side, Southern Lehigh Spartans 12-0. They're first in the West. Al DiCarlo, Ben Tanis, so glad you could join us here for this great matchup. And this, for Ben, for you, your old stomping grounds. You know you can't coach, but you're excited to be here.
I'm super excited. There's a great energy in the gym right now, and I'll try to stay behind the bench.
Let's take a look at these two matchups. Pat Boyle comes in his 26th year. He's got 455 wins. They're coming off a win against Northwestern. They won by 30. They're really putting a lot of points on the scoreboard. They're 5 in a row. Brendan Boyle has done a great job.
Yeah, Brendan's a great scorer. He can score from anywhere. He'll cross half court and he'll look to pull up. But what a lot of people don't know about him is how great he is as a passer. Watching him grow since he was a freshman, passing was his best asset. He just added scoring to it. And, he's averaging, somewhere around 6 assists. He's an electric player.
On the other side for Ryan Ware in his first year, he takes over for you. Coming off against win against Wilson. They were both undefeated at that time, 59-45. They have won 10 in a row, haven't lost since December 18th. Max Pristis, he gets him to go.
Yeah, Max is a great scorer. He can shoot the three. He can score inside. He's a little unorthodox because he's a lefty. And he's super athletic, but you don't really see it because he's such a smooth player. And him being able to play at 6'4", along with two other 6'5", 6'6" guys, he's able to use his size even more so because people have to focus on those other two big guys.
Yeah, we got a good one. Stay tuned. It's our D11Sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Yours next.
At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever. At St. Luke's
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
We are back here at Southern Lehigh High School, so glad you could join us. We are excited to go courtside. Kieran Lencheski, who's been busy as of late, the Notre Dame senior. She's joined by A.J. Monsman, a junior here at Southern Lehigh, for their first report. Kieran?
Thanks, Al. What an exciting atmosphere. We are here at Southern Lehigh for the two unbeaten teams.
Very excited. You know, he thought his team would have this one circled on the calendar. You know, they've been hoping to, get this kind of atmosphere. He thought these early season tests, they're taking those 3 losses, but coming off 10 straight in a row would help them tonight. And they're hoping to just keep the ball out of Brendan Boyle's hands, but he told me that'd be a lot harder than he thought.
And that's so true. And Coach Boyle told me that they had this game marked on their calendar. So it should be a very exciting matchup tonight. Intense. So, guys, back to you.
All right, Kieran, thanks a lot. Obviously, a good opportunity for them to get on board. And, you and I are excited about this game. We've been excited here for a while. We put the schedule together, and, you start looking at it, and you start saying, all right, which one you're going to circle? And then Southern Lehigh comes out of the gate, and they lose a couple in a row. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on with Ryan Ware? Well, he knew that this team was just going to take a little time to develop, and you know what? They won 10 in a row.
Yeah, they really have found a good rhythm, and their early season, they play some tough teams. They play Emmaus, they play Governor Mifflin, some bigger teams that are really used to winning. And this is his first year. He's got to change his style, get into what he wants to do, and the guys are really buying in and really playing well as of late.
Yeah, no question. When we look at these two matchups and see what we have between these two teams, it's obviously exciting at the same time, and a situation where, they're 1-2 or 1-1 really on the table when it comes to. You think they're going to meet, but I'll tell you what, the atmosphere in here is electric. From coaching here, this student base gets crazy. They moved them though. They used to be on the far side. Now they're behind us. I was so excited that I was going to be looking towards them. They're the other way, but we have the youth over there.
Yeah, I told Coach Mr. Zimmerman I would have yelled at him for moving the fans, because now they're right behind his bench. It's going to be a challenge for Coach Ware to talk in timeouts as this game gets a little bit more fired up. But you're completely right. I think everybody sees these two teams as the two top teams in the Colonial League. Wilson's right there as well. Southern Lehigh had a big win against them on Tuesday. So everybody wants to see what this is going to be. It's a potential championship matchup here.
Well, let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the opening tip as we get ready for the big matchup. Notre Dame, Southern Lehigh. Yours next. D11sports.com Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever. Orthopedic care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
We are back. Glad you could join us. We are ready to go in about 2 minutes for this one, the reason we're behind, 2 reasons. A, it went to overtime, so the JV game got a little bit done a little bit later. So we're excited here, and let's take a look at the keys to the game as we bring them on in for Notre Dame and Southern Lehigh.
So it's funny to look at 2 coaches' keys to the game, and they're just opposites of each other. So for Notre Dame, it's good help defense on the bigs, and for Southern Lehigh, they want to use their size to get the basketball inside. And then the other keys are that Notre Dame wants to control the tempo. They want to control it getting up and down. They want to speed them up, see if those bigs can run the floor and last for 4 quarters. And then Southern Lehigh wants to control the tempo. They want to slow it down a little bit, be able to take time in their possessions, get quality possessions, get the basketball inside. So those are going to be the 2 keys for the game, and we'll see how it goes. Southern Lehigh's court, bigger court, is going to play into both of those as well. Southern Lehigh can get the game going fast. That's definitely going to be huge for them, and for Southern Lehigh, if they can take advantage of that height, it's going to take a toll on Notre Dame's size.
Ben, you coached here for 8 years. You played against Pat Boyle. You guys talked afterwards. I thought he was going to put you on his coaching staff there for a second. We're about a minute ready.
Dad coached him at Central Catholic. I know he.
Jokingly, I said, I may see him on D11 soon because he's following what you did. You were at Brandywine. He took over at Brandywine. You came to Southern Lehigh. He's taking over for you. You guys teach together. So a couple years, 10 years, 15 years down the road when he decides to step down, he may be joining us at D11.
Well, then you guys are in luck because he does everything better than me after I'm done. So Southern Lehigh knows got a good coach, and if you guys are lucky enough to get him, he'll be a great broadcaster.
Yeah, I've known him for a long time. Let's take a look at our starting lineup for tonight as we pop them on in. Notre Dame, Brendan Boyle, 5'10", senior guard. Zach Rogers, a 6-foot junior guard. Jaden Becker, a 6-foot senior guard. Sean Howlett, a 6'1" senior guard. And Lucas Altmaier, a 6'3" senior forward. For Southern Lehigh, 5 junior by the very great Don over here with Chad Vermelli. He just loves it. He just absolutely loves what he does.
He loves sports, and he'll take any job possible. I don't think he's ever retired, if we can make that official. But, he's always going to be here announcing some games, and if he's not, he's going to be helping out other programs, when they have little openings.
Some guy just passed by us. You may know who that is.
Yeah, he's an old senile guy with gray hair wearing a blue sweatsuit.
All I know is he looked over and he said, hey, make sure you do a good job, all right? Yeah. Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass your talking to the officials here as we get ready for this matchup. I'm just excited really to be here. I want to thank the Sports Fan Base Network. We will not have a replay tonight. We had some issues with the equipment. We apologize for no replay, but glad you could join us here on this evening, and hopefully everything stays firm with us. And we added a big match in wrestling as well. Notre Dame will take on Bethlehem Catholic on Saturday. That's in addition to our schedule. Next week, you and I will be at Parkland for Parkland Central Catholic for a doubleheader. Should be a great matchup there. And we'll also see Lehigh and Tamaqua next Friday. Now we pause in Honor America with the playing of the national anthem. We are just about ready for the opening tip-off. St. Luke's is the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 200,000 student enrollment and 40,000 student athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. covering 8 counties and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries. St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams during these extraordinary times. You can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. Are you ready to go? Undefeated matchup, East versus West, and we are underway from Southern Lehigh. Al DiCarlo, Ben Tanis, AJ Monsman, Kieran Lencheski, Sports Fan Base Network, Dave Micah Jr. And quickly, talk about the size advantage, and Coach Boyle, that's all he talked about was that size advantage.
Yeah, and you can see already right away that Notre Dame is trying to pressure a little bit. Boyle was jumping a passing lane there early. He had quick hands when the ball went into Denton. Definitely two contrasting styles.
Try to drive the lane and off the leg and the first turnover. Here's Boyle.
Early on, they're doubling him right away.
They get to the outside. Well, Dominic Lisicki is like a glue stick right now on Brendan Boyle. Shot from the outside, doesn't go. Won't drop for Jaden Becker. We're looking for our first points of the night.
Yeah, and Dom Lisicki's not going to get tired. He's a cross-country runner. He's going to Ryder to run cross-country.
The steal, end to end, and the first basket of the game goes to Sean Howlett.
Notre Dame was up and down the floor quickly there. Again, that pressure. Turnovers are going to lead to buckets for Notre Dame. Southern Lehigh is going to have to be careful.
A nice crowd on hand as expected here. A nice feed down underneath, taking advantage of the size. First basket of the game by Matt Tancred.
Yeah, simple high-low there from Pristis to Tancred. Good finish with the left hand.
Wide open look at a three from the corner, and that's Cotton. Good shot there by Becker.
It looks like Southern Lehigh is really focusing on Howlett and Boyle, and they're kind of daring Notre Dame's other guys to take shots. So that's the second three-point attempt.
Wow, another steal here by Becker, and Becker goes in. He's got back-to-back.
And Becker's the one that they're kind of deciding to leave open. He knocked down that three, and now he's got another two. He's probably going to have some confidence. They're going to have to focus on him a little bit more.
Well, it looks like they only gave him a two. Now that I'm looking at the scoreboard, Ben.
Yep, sorry, bad eyes by me.
No, bad eyes by me too. I had it as a three as well. Then again, we can't see the corner, so what do we know?
Tancred's got to go there.
Inside out, here's the three. That one not close, but underneath just waiting, almost like a pass, into the hands of Tancred.
Yeah, when they have the opportunity, I don't know if Notre Dame's got the answer for Tancred or Denton.
Howlett from up top, no. Once and done, over to Tancred. Tancred averaging about 7 rebounds a game.
Yeah, Southern Lehigh's got two legitimate guys that can get double-doubles every night in Denton and Tancred.
Good rotation of the basketball. Back outside. Lisicki for three. Back of the rim. They battle for it. Lisicki gets his own rebound. That's determination. Talk about speed and running. And then driving the lane, nothing there. Outside attempt here. Andrews, that one doesn't go. Another rebound here by Tancred. Third effort. Why not? Yes. Michael Andrews, his 7th three-pointer of the year.
So that size is showing not just in post play, but in those offensive rebounds. You got 3 opportunities. One of those is going to go down.
So Howlett out of the gate. He's got 4.
They're denying Howlett and Boyle the ball. Those backdoor opportunities are going to be there. Those bigs for Southern Lehigh has got to pay attention to that.
So 8-7 Southern Lehigh with the lead. Wide open underneath. But can't make the shot. Tancred, rebound. That one doesn't go. Third effort. Lisicki with a rebound. Suddenly Lehigh had some golden opportunities. Lysicki well off the mark. It's almost like a passing game as Tancred has 6 of the 9 points.
That was 4 offensive rebounds on that possession. Notre Dame's got to focus on boxing out and making sure that they all go to the basketball.
Oh, nice feed across from Brendan Boyle. Averages about 6 and gets it to Zach Rogers.
And that's what I talked about in the opening. He's not just a scorer, so they're throwing 2 guys at him, and he was able to split that double team and throw that no-look pass over his head for a layup.
10-9 is your score. And as expected, suddenly doing a number on the boards. 3:13 on the clock. Lysicki has had golden opportunities all night long.
Yeah, I'm torn. Southern Lehigh shooting a lot of threes, and I feel like they can hurt them inside more. But every time they shoot a 3, they get the rebound anyway, so it doesn't seem to even matter.
At 12-12. Drive in between traffic, nothing called. Everybody wanting a foul. They don't get it. They get it now. So Tancred with a hot hand. He's got 8.
I think we're going to see a lot of this all night, and it's just a matter of, what teams, what more condition. Notre Dame's getting up the floor and being able to get buckets that way, and Southern Lehigh's just killing them on the offensive boards and able to score that way.
Yeah, they just did it again as well. So 14-12 in the early going here. There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock.
It's a great start for both teams, but you're definitely going to see adjustments to combat their styles. Southern Lehigh's out in a 3-2 zone right now. They're bringing Big Noah Denton out there.
Wow. That was a huge shot for Brendan Boyle. Again, he's averaging 27 points a game, and he is now right around 50 points away from the school record. Jeff Daly's when he was at Southern Lehigh. And answering on the other side is Andrews. He's got 2 threes.
That's big. If he can get into the scoring, that gives them another outside shooter that Notre Dame's going to have to not just leave alone and focus on those bigs.
Outside shot doesn't go that time for Becker. It is 17-15. Spin move. Oh, almost a travel.
There.
Andrews eyes up the 3. And Andrews is feeling it. 3 threes for Michael Andrews. And they'll call a block.
Yeah, it looked like he slid his feet just a little bit at the point of contact there, but right idea to try and take a charge. 20-15 here in this first quarter. I did not expect it to be this fast-paced. Even as much as Notre Dame gets up and down, I'm surprised that Southern Lehigh is able to keep up with them here. Great shooting in the first quarter.
Suddenly up by 3. I'll tell you what. If anyone's controlling the tempo of this game, you look at right now Tancred and Mike Andrews and pick your poison. You know Boyle's going to get it eventually. There he is right now underneath on the back door.
Yeah, Boyle's constantly moving. There's a great backdoor cut there. On the other end, that was great patience by Tancred. Good strength to be able to finish that off.
22-19, final 17 seconds on the clock. Time winding down. You said a fast kind of game. The tempo's been really fast. Lysicki eyes up at 3. No, ball loose. It counts if it goes. It won't. 1 quarter in the books. We've got a great one going. 22-19 in favor of Southern Lehigh. Back after this, you're watching our D11sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. We are back here at Southern Lehigh High School, and you expect a great contest, and right now you have a great contest. Ben, 22-14. Your thoughts of the first quarter?
I thought it was a great first quarter for both teams. A couple things to watch. This is the first sub that Southern Lehigh has made, so are they going to have the stamina to go that whole length with just 6-7 guys? We'll see. They lost one of their main guys out of the rotation in Jonah Shaw in 2 games ago.
Outside 3, making it look easy. Zach Rogers, he's got 5.
Notre Dame can spread you out, and they got 5 guys out there that can knock down threes, which is always difficult to cover.
Howlett scores. He's got 6. The quietest point of the game right here. That shot. So far, that's happened 4 or 5 times where a shot has not gone even close, but suddenly I've been there to pick it up.
Yeah, I think they got to be a little bit more patient and look to get the basketball inside now. They had a great first quarter. Let's see if they can get it back to their pace as Notre Dame is really starting to make it their game.
Wow. Boyle with the 3.
I think that was Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers, correct.
Pressure picking up here for Notre Dame. Southern Lehigh's got to continue to look to attack. That's what helped them in the first quarter.
Yeah, Notre Dame goes up by a score of 27-22, up by 5. Try to pass that one. Boyle almost took the steal.
Yeah, you get that close, Pristis has got to shoot it.
Score, but Leo McMenamin scores his first basket, and right now, out of the gate here in the second quarter, all Crusaders.
I think Southern Lehigh's doing a good job of limiting huge. The other side effect of that is Notre Dame's other guys are really stepping up right now and being able to knock down shots. Tankred was out there for about 2 minutes. He's coming back in. Let's see if he can impose his will again when he gets back in there. Yeah, it looked like Southern Lehigh to start the game had a lot of confidence, loved the environment, and now that it's settled in, Notre Dame seems stepping in right now to Southern Lehigh. They got to find their groove again.
Well, this has been going up and down. You said about Dom Lesick.
The coaches when it's this paced, especially when it's this kind of a big game. I think they've both been excited for it. I think everybody's been excited for this game, and you can feel that.
Another missed 3. All right, so Ben, take me through this. There's been about 4 or 5 3-point shots, maybe more than that are not even reaching the basket.
I think Southern Lehigh's just sped up right now, and they're not shooting at their pace.
Andrews was thinking about it. Goes inside. Tankred had 10 in the first quarter. Outside, Lesicky says, okay, second 3 for him. Two more for Rogers.
Rogers can really score. He's got a great soft touch. He always has. He's always been able to shoot the 3. That was a nice drive, nice spin move, good touch on his floater there.
31-28 game after back-to-back baskets by 3s for Lesicky. Boyle has not even been in the game yet. He's doing other things. He's gonna get his points. Question is, when does he get loose?
Yeah, I mean, he touched the ball once, like 5 feet from behind the 3-point line
and buried it.
So, it's just a matter of time. He's going to tire out his legs. Notre Dame's got to continue to just keep playing their game. They're taking him out, but Notre Dame's okay with that. They're able to get shots from other people.
Lesicky staying hot. 4 threes in the game, 3 threes in a row, and we are tied at 31.
A 9.
So under 4 to play. Ball down underneath. That could have been a walk. I don't know how it wasn't a walk.
It's definitely a walk.
I think everybody saw it.
Now let's see if they can combat it. Not search down Lesicky. Maybe see if he gets it off of touches inside.
Lesicky will go to the free throw line.
So now they know they got to come out at him. I mean, 3 straight threes. You got to make sure you put a hand, and he did a good job of putting the ball on the floor and getting to the rim.
So 10 straight for Lysicki. So a couple 10-0 runs.
Yeah. It's going to be the team that's mentally tough enough to deal with those types of runs. Never fold and have that resiliency.
Here's Marks, nowhere to go. Great defense by Southern Lehigh. Wow. Ben, talk about the pace of the game. Who's it favoring right now? I would assume at this point they're going back and forth, or I don't know.
Well, yeah, you would assume that it would be Notre Dame, but it seems to be that Southern Lehigh has kind of settled into it. They're able to shoot threes and just get rebounds off of it if they don't make it. So, they're able to deal with it.
Ball loose, they bobble for it, and then maybe an extra tap there by Pristis. And he'll get called for the foul. He's been quiet, still looking for his first points of the night. He's averaging 12 points a game.
Yeah, we talk about the 2 guys in the opening, and both of those guys have been taken out of the game a little bit as of right now, and other guys are stepping up, and that's what you want to see, especially at this time of the year. You want to see if you have a complete team and not just a one-man team.
Notre Dame resets the offense here. Long-range 3, I tell you what, Zach Rogers is on fire. He's got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison here. Southern Lehigh is doubling Brendan Boyle off at any point in time, but Rogers is able to score off of that, and Southern Lehigh can't rotate to find him. So I'm not sure if they're going to change or, see if Rogers can keep it up.
Christian Gordon can't get one to drop. We're inside 2 minutes. (34-32) in favor of Notre Dame. 3 hits the side of the rim. That one doesn't go by Colin Boyle, who checks into the game. Offensive foul on Pristis.
So similar play to what Tankred had at the other end, but who was that? Chase Marks was able to keep his feet still and take the charge on Pristis there.
So 1:24 on the clock. That one got knocked out of Boyle. Ball loose, extra step, down low. Yes, it is. And that's Dane Vasallo.
As fast-paced as this has been the past 2 minutes here, we haven't seen much scoring. Let's see if who's going to be able to finish this off this half. Big minute here.
Inside out to go. Lysicki with a drop back 3. No, they've just been killing Notre Dame on the boards. Boy, I was going to see her 4 or 5 times the shot was going to be taken. It never was.
Yeah, now that Andrews and Lysicki have knocked down shots, Notre Dame's closing out a little bit harder, making them put the ball on the floor. They will get some patience there. Lisicky back at the line. We got a foul on the rebound now.
On the rebound. Goes in the hands of Tancred, drives through. No, big rebound. Outside, Lisicky thought about it. Taking their time here with 35 ticks on the clock. And Ben settling for one here?
As we get closer and closer to 20, I think they will now. You hear Coach Ware calling for it.
Foul situation, if you're wondering, they both have one to give. 9 seconds. Now, could get a foul here if he wants. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This shot counts if it goes. It does not. 34-33 is your score.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Right here. All right, so we're going to wait here and get Coach Ware. So it's 34-33 is your score. All right, let's go down to A.J. Monsman. A.J.?
Coach, just thoughts on a very closely contested first half.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we came out trying to play really good defense, and it's turned into a track meet here, 34-33. We got to figure out some tweaks we can make defensively to slow them down a little bit. Like to see us work the ball inside a little bit more, but we're hitting perimeter shots, so I can't complain about that.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, A.J. Monsman, Kieran Lincheski, we're at the half. It's 34-33. Back after this, you're watching our D11sports.com Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
All right, back here, and the score is 34-33, and we go over to the dance team. We are back here. Aldi Carlo, Ben Tanitz. We're at the half, 6:49 on the clock. And, before I'll tell you what, we needed to regroup. I mean, it's been back and forth the entire night. You expect a good game, and when you get a good game, you're like, all right. Sometimes you expect a good game, and it goes the other way around. We're getting exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, this is a great game. It's as advertised, but like you said, a lot of times we get great game, or we were expecting a great game. We don't always get one. We got one here tonight. I'll be interested to see if Southern Lehigh is able to keep Brendan Boyle under wraps, and we'll see what their halftime adjustments are, because I think there definitely are adjustments that both of them can make, because I don't think this game is going the way either one of them thought it was going to go. I don't think that Southern Lehigh thought they'd be able to run with Notre Dame. I don't think that Notre Dame thought that that Southern Lehigh was going to be as aggressive as they were. So we'll see what happens here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, as far as scoring is concerned, Dom Lisicki with 13 points. He's got 4 3-pointers. Michael Andrews, he's got 3 3-pointers. He's got 9. And then 10 points for Tancred, who came out of the gate real quick, scoring. Obviously, they're getting the shots from the outside. They're not going, but then they're going.
Yeah.
And they're hitting all these threes.
Yeah, and, the three-point shot is such a huge part of basketball. And, we talked about my dad a little bit earlier. We always would combat about, three-pointers. He always wanted to work inside out, and I was always like, let's just shoot as many threes as possible. But 7 threes in the first half, that's tough to compete against. But Notre Dame in their own right is knocking down threes as well. So that's definitely going to play a huge part in this. It's the offensive rebounds off the amount of threes that Southern Lehigh has taken that's been the big part of it.
So 5 points for Boyle, 13 points on 3 threes for Zach Rogers, 2 points for McMenamin, 5 points for Becker, 6 points for Howlett, 2 points for Marks, and 2 points for Altmaier. The scoring right now. We come back, we'll hear from our student reporters. We'll take a quick break. We're at the half. We got a good one. It's 34-33. Crusaders up by 1. Back after this for our D11sports.com Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever. St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all. At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
We are back. It's 34-33, your score here at the half. And we are going to the sidelines right now. And courtside is Kieran Lencheski, A.J. Monsman. Their thoughts of the first half. Kieran?
Thanks, guys. What an exciting first half we have here. AJ, what are your thoughts on it?
Coach Ware talked about Notre Dame having some shooters, and, obviously we see that's, a big part of tonight's game plan, with Zach Rogers hitting a couple three-pointers there in the second quarter. And Coach Boyle talked about, them having an advantage inside. And I think, Southern Lehigh having the big advantage on the boards. They're playing a really different ball game, but, 1 point here at the first half, and we'll see how this one turns out.
And that's so true. Guys, back to you.
All right, Karen, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, AJ. Great input by AJ as well. Just been around the game for so long. And, it's amazing. I talked to him before, and, I asked him, what's your favorite sport? He said golf, but it's also my worst sport, too. that's like everybody's game. But how about AJ? Qualifying for nationals, by the way. Okay, numbers that you and I will not, together maybe we can't lift this, okay? Throw this out there. Powerlifting, he's qualified for nationals. Powerlifting, squatted 424. You could do that, right?
No, I think my knee would snap.
Okay, bench 292. You're good with that?
No way.
Okay, and deadlifted 446. You're good?
No way. The same thing. I think everything would break if I started trying to lift those kind of weights.
I wonder if Braun could have lifted it. Maybe I could bring Braun back for that stuff. I don't know.
I think he's got some of that anger that he could probably just lift anything. I don't got that kind of anger.
So we're at the half. Again, we apologize for no replay tonight, but we really have a great game here in store for you, and we're just excited about it. And all right, so we've seen Zach Rogers make the big shots. Jaden Becker made some big shots. Brendan Boyle has 5. He has scored in double figures, I believe, every game this year. He's averaging 27 points a game. At one point, he was averaging 33 points a game. Points are going to come. You would think they're going to come in spurts right when he gets hot. Or do they?
Well, I think, when you got a player like Brendan Boyle, coaches kind of pick one of two things. They're going to say, let him get his and make the other guys beat us. Or you could say, we're going to shut him down and, see if those other guys can actually fill it up a little bit. And that's what Southern Lehigh is picking tonight. They're making, him work for everything. They're doubling him and seeing if Notre Dame's other guys can step up, and they are certainly doing that right now.
So, I always tell my kids the same thing. Basketball is a game of runs, but it is.
Oh, it absolutely is.
It is. We saw a 10-0 run. It was 22-19, and all of a sudden it's 29-22. Things changed, and then you mentioned it on your own. Lasicki on his own, a 10-0 run. He had the 3 threes and the free throw.
Yeah, it's almost good we don't have the replay tonight because I don't know if there would have been time. This game has changed in the blink of an eye, a couple times here.
Yeah, no doubt. St. Luke's the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 200,000 student enrollment and 40,000 student athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, covering 8 counties and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries. St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. Al DiCarlo, Ben Tanis, AJ Mothman, Kieran Lincheski, Kevin Conley, and the Sports Fan Base Network. Hope you're enjoying this one. It's everything it's cracked up to be to this point. And quickly, Southern Lehigh. And the push-off and the foul here on Denton. Your thoughts on that call?
Well, I think it was a good set coming out of the half. They had a high pick and roll, trying to get Denton a little bit more involved. He caught the ball in there, and they were ready for it and helped defense. Could have been a bit of a flop, but it was a good take.
Another 3 goes up, doesn't go down though for Rogers. Nice feed underneath. Not the first time, not the second time. That one popped out. Here comes Boyle. And this is where Pat Boyle doesn't want the foul. They had 2-on-1 coming the other way.
Yeah, that would have been like maybe one of those clear path fouls in the NBA. Good awareness, though, by Andrews to reach out and stop that break.
Brendan Boyle, frustrated right now or just doing his thing?
I think maybe if his sophomore year, his freshman year, maybe even last year, he would have been frustrated. But his senior year now, I feel like he's gained a different pace of the game, a composure of a kid that can play at that D2 level at Kutztown, which is where he's going, and you can see that, and it's impressive. It's impressive, and I'm proud of him for it.
So it remains 34-33, about a minute into the third quarter. Down underneath, splitting the defense. Can't convert, however, was Pristis. Still looking for his first points of the night. And there's Boyle, and a whistle and a foul. They'll get Andrews.
Southern Lehigh had their chances twice now, getting the ball pretty close to the basket, and we're not able to finish it off.
Shout out to Coach Ware, expecting their second child in April. Wish him the very best. Known him a long, long time. Actually, I've known Pat Boyle a long, long time as well. Still looking for her first points of the night. Nowhere to go. Here's Howlett. 3 will not drop for Becker.
Becker had a couple open looks early in the game as well. He's got a good shot. He's got good form. It's just a matter of time until he knocks one of those down.
Finding a little seam. Doesn't go, but the rebound is there. First points of the night for Denton.
Yeah, when Denton just goes straight up with it, goes up with it early, he's going to find success. He has a tendency to put the ball on the floor, and that's when Notre Dame can reach in on it.
Little floater. That one will not go for a Howlett. And they'll head to the corner to Lisicki. No. 35-34 here for Southern Lehigh. And that one gets knocked away. Oh, the big block by Tancred. 7th block shot of the season for him. Then down underneath. That one gets blocked, but there's a foul. Andy Donatelli with the call down low. Yeah, it's quite weird. We're on the side where the coaches are and the players. It's very weird to not see Southern Lehigh's faithful on that right-hand corner over there where this free throw would be taken.
Yeah.
That fan base is usually in that corner.
Yeah, but this crowd, this is good crowd. I don't remember getting these crowds for our games, but this is definitely a big one.
Well, they didn't like you.
Yeah,
so
I think that's what it is.
.5:30 on the clock. What a move here. And that gets Howlett open for 3. He does everything else. They collapse on him, and he gets a great pass that comes over to Howlett, hits a 3 for his 13th of the season, and we're tied up at 37.
Yeah, he's a great compliment. He's a fantastic shooter, always has been, and he's got great size.
Lost the handle, ball still loose. They'll get up to Boyle. 2-on-2 coming the other way. Boyle decides, I'm just going to try to hit the 3. That one's well off the mark. Thought the ball was tipped. They say no, and he hears it from the crowd.
And that might have been a little bit of a frustration not being able to get any open looks, so he wanted to take one in transition.
Tied at 37-37 in the lane. No. Rebound. They've just been a terror on the board as expected, and that's Tancred. Tancred's got 14. Probably looking at a double-double right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many rebounds he has, but his nickname is Tank. His name is Tancred. And he fulfills it. He's huge.
Tancred averages 8.5. He has done his job tonight. And then I got to ask you this. If the game ended right now, I'll give you the free throw first. If the game ended right this second and suddenly I win, is it Tancred or Lisicki as your player of the game?
It's a tough call. I think I would go Lisicki because what people don't see is the tireless job that he's doing on Boyle. So to have the energy to try to deny him for 32 minutes and be able to go and knock down those shots, that's impressive.
And hit 10 points in a row.
But then I guess, Tancred on the rebounds is very similar.
Well, playoffs right around the corner in the Colonial League. Obviously, there is some huge games coming up. Interesting for Notre Dame. Notre Dame, we were supposed to do the first game of the year against Wilson. It didn't happen. Now they're going to play back-to-back.
Yeah,
the season.
I've been, kind of stalking to see when that game was going to be rescheduled for. I saw it rescheduled at the end of the year. And it always seems to be that way. They seem to end the year every year playing each other, and then somehow they play each other in the first round of the playoffs as well. So now they already have it into the schedule. We'll see what happens there. But that's 2 big games there.
Could it be 3 times in a row?
Yeah.
40-38, Southern Lehigh leading by 2. Patience here on the possession for the Spartans.
Definitely a different pace to this quarter here than as opposed to the first half.
Oh, no doubt. Down underneath, that one gets tipped and a foul. They will get Altmaier. Yeah, the way this game is going, you thought we were going to be in the 60s or maybe more than that, and they just really settled down here a little bit.
Yeah, it's crazy what halftime does. That 10 minutes off, and then you come back out. it's amazing what it does to momentum.
And we will be at Parkland High School on Tuesday for a doubleheader, Central and Parkland. All 4 of those teams is having a tremendous season to this point. And then we'll see Lehigh and Tamaka with a doubleheader, Easton and Peaburg, Palmerton, North Lehigh, and end with a single, Allen at Northampton. Also added Bethlehem Catholic and Notre Dame Wrestling on Saturday night. Lisicki aiming for another 3. That one's short, ball loose. Boyle had it, gets ripped away. Another effort here.
Yeah, they're getting the offensive rebounds, but you'd like Southern Lehigh to be able to convert at the foul line.
Driving in traffic. If you're Tankard, you missed a couple free throws, you said it, on the free throw line. These are the ones you want to get.
Yeah, he's got to hold his follow through a little bit longer. He's just kind of hoping it goes in here instead of shooting it and knowing he's going to make it.
And gets the roll. Second one is good. Not only there's a big crowd here, it's 42-38. It was hot before we got here. It was hot in this gym.
It is hot.
But now it's steaming. Boyle trying to...
Fouls on number 24, Robert Allen, his first, team 5.
One thing I am looking at, and I saw you glance every now and then, those team fouls.
Yep.
They're adding up. Here's Boyle, hand in his face. Does it matter? No. Wow. And then the steal, and it's Notre Dame basketball.
Big shot by Boyle there. Like you talked about the fouls. You can see it's getting a little bit more physical out there, even a little bit more chippy out there. Guys got to make sure they keep their heads. Don't pick up any unnecessary fouls.
Wide open up top for 3, yes. Now, Tankard doing it inside, Tankard doing it outside. He is having himself quite a night tonight. 45-41. Howlett, spin move, lost the handle. And suddenly I no need to rush. They're making sure they reset here after a big shot by Tankard for 3. Another offensive foul.
He could have had some momentum going there, just stuck his leg out a little bit.
All right, we're 3 quarters in, almost done 3 quarters. As the timeout comes, I knew that was coming, by the way. Do you see yourself jumping off the seat, or are you just enjoying the moment?
I'm getting a little excited here. I'm starting to, like just that last possession, I feel like they could have gotten something a little bit earlier, and then trying to keep myself composed. But, yeah, I'm definitely feeling it a little bit.
Yeah. 45-41. Glad you could join us here on D11sports.com. Our game of the week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. For the Spartans, they will get Northwestern Lehigh on Saturday, then Freedom, Palmerton, Northern Lehigh, Catasauqua, and Salisbury. Obviously, this is the big one that they have on the slate, looking for 11 in a row if they could pull out the victory tonight. Notre Dame, in the meantime, and I saw Pat Boyle's brother from Malvern Prep, he's in the house as well. Had a chance to play them, and they lost 74-61. Since that game, they've beaten Northern Lehigh, Salisbury, Palmerton, Catasauqua, Northwestern, and they will start with Palisades, then Bangor, Moravian Academy, Penn Argyl, Saucon Valley, Wilson at home, and then Wilson on the road.
Yeah, it's quite an ending, those double Wilson games, and it's already a rivalry between those 2 teams, so it should be an interesting ending for them.
.45-41 is your score. And that one almost taken away. Those touch fouls are going to add up. And, Ben, this is what I was just talking about. That's 16 fouls. We're in the 3rd quarter. This is going to be a long finish.
Yeah, I thought, and it's 7 now, so you're sending, one of the best shooters in the Valley to the line here for 1-1. They did a good job of doubling in and getting a hand there. That's all you want to do. You don't want to pick up those kind of fouls.
So Boyle to the free throw line, makes the first. Now, one thing you know now, Boyle's going to have the ball in his hand a lot. And being here in the bonus already in the third, he may see a lot of trips to the free throw line.
Yeah, they're going to have to be real smart, make sure that they don't, let the emotions get the best of them, play foul-free for the rest of the game.
Down to 1:37 on the clock, 45-42 is your score.
They got to reverse the basketball here.
Inside. Nice move on the down low by Denton.
I feel like they can get that inside out pretty much any time they want, and that's something they got to, try to do.
Wow, this is downtown.
I thought it was in.
And that one gets blocked by Denton. (47-42). Inside a minute to play here in the third. So they get Colin Boyle on the foul.
Team 5. Down to the game for this team is number 14, Sean Howlett.
Down to 45 seconds. Suddenly I hanging on to this lead. And just as I say that, an inadvertent pass, try to get it down low.
They tried to go high-low, lobbed it a little too far. AJ did a great job talking about depth of teams earlier and asking Coach Ware about that. And they're missing, like I said, Jonah Shaw. And I think Christian Gordon's come in for Southern Lehigh and played some solid minutes for him.
Boyle never stopping and scoring. Wow, that was impressive.
So quick, so shifty. Really good with the basketball in his hands.
47-44. Suddenly I playing for one. Down the final 10 seconds. Outside Lisicki drives. And that one rims out, ball loose. This counts if it goes. That one just misses.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Zach Rogers saying, why not? I almost had that one.
Just short.
47-44 in favor of Southern Lehigh. After 3, you're watching on D11sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Back after this.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever. St. Luke.
Everything you want from a basketball game right here. Al DiCarlo, Ben Tanis with you. Courtside, Kieran Lancheski, our Notre Dame student reporter. AJ Monsman from Southern Lehigh. A three-point game. Ben, your thoughts through 3?
I think it's been a great game. There's another foul there, and probably one that's not needed, and he's going to go to the foul line. It's everything that we've wanted it to be. It's got a little bit of everything, fast-paced in the first half. Runs back and forth, and now third quarter. A little bit slower here. Let's see who's going to be able to find their flow.
Well, Boyle hears it from the crowd. Boyle's at 84%. He's been to the free throw line over 140 times.
Yeah, well, he's a great shooter, but he just attacks the rim tirelessly and, does a great job of body control to be able to get those fouls.
47-46, and, I'm looking at that scoreboard, and I really, really feel, whoever's going to win this game, it's going to come down to that line. You're going to see some big plays and big threes and big inside shots, but the free throw line in a game like this.
Especially when it's slower like this, and we've seen Southern Lehigh miss a lot already.
Lisicky thought about it. Inside. A little confusion on who is where. Not sure if that was a walk.
Yeah, I think Denton's got to be a little bit more aggressive when he catches it to the post.
I've never seen Ryan Ware upset.
Me neither.
Now I know.
Yeah.
He does have a little verbiage in him.
Yeah, I think he was, he's hoping for a little bit more consistency from the refs who just called a smaller foul on the last time down and was hoping for the same one.
Nice dish and a basket for Rogers, who's held scoreless in the third, and Notre Dame has taken the lead, 48-47.
Great pass by Boyle. I think this is going to be his quarter. I think this is where he's going to kind of take the basketball game over.
Well, there's one guy trying to get back in the mix as Pristis can't hit on the three. We're at 6:37, and we're walking the floor.
It's going to be double bonus soon.
Steve Sorrensis talking things over with Ryan Ware. Missed free throw over to Pristis. All right, so Ben, it's 48-47. We got a tight game, right? It's starting to get a little chippy. You don't want it to get away from you. You got the best officials around right now at the same time, but you're starting to sense a little chippiness.
Yeah, and they gotta be better about that. Both the officials and the players gotta not get those tiki-taka fouls. The game in the first half was so great, and they gotta play a little bit more free-flowing basketball.
So Ryan Ware calls a timeout. 48-47.
That's a good timeout. Same as the one that Coach Boyle had earlier on. I think he's just trying to settle their teams in and, kind of let them know that things are fine because both teams are letting the magnitude of the game get to them.
Now take a look at the standings as we bring them on in. And obviously, we talked about the Wilson, the Southern Lehigh victory over Wilson. And you get the 6 teams into the playoffs. It's going to be interesting who ends up getting in. I had a chance to see a very good Palmerton team against Palisades the other night. I obviously do the games at Palisades, and I'll tell you what, Mahalik from Palmerton went for 31. He could have went for 61. He was hitting everywhere on the floor. He's an impressive player. Obviously, he's the quarterback of the football team, but as a sophomore, you're putting up 31. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's a great player. He's got a lot of guts, and putting up 31. He's also a great leader, and that's what helps teams in the playoffs is making sure that you guys have a great leader, and he's a great one there for Palmerton.
Struggling right now at Catasauqua and Eric Snyder's team, and he's been around a long time. Just can't get that victory to get off the hump. Wish them the very best. Coach Snyder, just an awesome guy to be around. Nice feed underneath, and the basket to Denton, and so Denton's come alive. He's got 6. Suddenly I'm back on top.
Yeah, there's that high-low again. They got to see if they can get Tankard down there as well. They give the same thing. Looks like Boyle just came off a good screen there.
Nice feed underneath. but Chase Marks can't convert.
Coach Boyle wanted goaltending. It looks like somebody grabbed the net there.
Fouls on number 24, Chase Marks, his second.
So to the free throw line on the bonus.
At the line shooting, 1-1, number 1, Dominic Losicki.
There's the foul line again. This is going to be a long ending to this game with the fouls at 9-7. Big hit by Losicki there, who, you know, even though he's a great shooter, struggling from the line a little bit this year. Shooting at about 50%. It's 2 there.
2 for Losicki. He's got 15. 51-48. Here's Boyle. Never stopping. Well, nothing called there. It was a running in the lane.
Yeah.
And suddenly I comes up with it. That went a little bit too hard. But again, when you have 6'5", 6'6", 6'5", those are the plays you want to put in, right?
Yeah, you think he can get to everything. And Tankard's got the right idea. He's just got to be a little bit better with some of those passes.
Not sure what the call actually was. So it's going to be on. Actually, it's going to be on Andrews.
Andrews, yeah, foul on Andrews.
Foul is on number 14, Michael Andrews, his 4th, team 10.
It was tough to see what actually happened there. I don't know if he dove on top of the pile or something happened in the pile.
At the line, shooting 2, number 3, Zach Rogers.
So Rogers to the free throw line, hearing it from the crowd. He's had himself a pretty good night. He's got 16 now. Second one is up, and that one is good. 51-50, a one-point game. I said the youth is in the house. They're all the way up top. They're having fun.
And they got a little bit of a wave going.
Yeah, whatever happened to the wave, you know? I used to do that at Yankee Stadium all the time. It went away. I may bring it back right now in the timeout. Inside Denton. Denton's got 8.
It's going to be a game of somebody who can string together 2 stops in a row. Because as of right now, both teams are kind of executing what they want offensively. So here comes Southern Lehigh with that double.
Wide open look at a 3. Couldn't get wider for Jaden Becker. Southern Lehigh basketball. We're at the midway point of the 4th quarter, and the score is 53-50.
Coach Ware's sticking with that strategy of running 2 guys at Boyle and leaving Becker open.
Both teams undefeated on the season in league play. Nice look underneath, and can't convert. It was Christian Gordon on a good look.
Yeah, it was a great pass. Just needed to finish a little higher off the glass.
Rogers with the basketball. I think he looked over at his dad, Jim, and said, "Did I?"
Comes a little 3-quarter press.
So 3:19 on the clock and a 3-point game. Again, double bonus one way, in the bonus the other way. Driving through and scoring. Tankard got 22.
Tankard with that mullet flowing. You don't think he's athletic, but he is one heck of an athlete. He's got speed, can jump.
Hallett, no. It's 55-50.
Notre Dame will pick their pressure up here a little bit, down 5. See if Southern Lehigh can handle. They got the size, but do they have the guards to go with it?
Look at the foul here on Boyle. This is interesting from here. Again, it's only a 5-point game. There's plenty of time left. Obviously, the way I see it anyway, I'm not a coach, you are, but number 2's got to have the ball in his hand on every time down the floor, and if he's not scoring, he's going to the free throw line.
Absolutely. Lisicki's doing a good job of handling the basketball, but 2 minutes, 43 seconds against Notre Dame's pressure seems like a lifetime. They can't let him have anything easy.
This is on the free throw. 56-50.
They got 2 guys on him, and he's still going. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult when you got 2 guys coming at you. I really haven't seen this before where they just outright double a guard right away as he's bringing the basketball up the floor.
We go for the trap. There'll be numbers coming the other way for Southern Lehigh. And spin move, nothing called, in the paint. He's got 10.
Notre Dame bench wanted a charge there. Could have possibly been. Good spin move, great left-hand finish by Denton.
Coach Boyle not happy. He may have some gripe there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, blocks and charges are the hardest calls in the game. It's a 50-50 every time you go for it, and there's no real good answer for it. I like that little half circle that they have in the college and the NBA game. It helps it a little bit, but it's just always tough.
Biggest lead of the game, St. Luke's the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 200,000 student enrollment and 40,000 student athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Covering 8 counties and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries, St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training and individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. Well, 2:14 on the clock. Biggest lead of the game is now 58-50. I believe that's the biggest lead of the game. Yeah, it was 29-22.
Yeah, and 8 points seems like a lot, 2 minutes and 14 seconds, but this is a team that can score in the 90s, so that's not a concern here for Notre Dame.
Boyle gives it up to ensure he's going to get it right back here. There it is. Great job by Lisicki.
He hasn't had an inch, and Lisicki's doing a great job on it, but it's the scheme as well of just running 2 guys at him.
With the basket, over across. That one gets thrown away.
Time's more important than the score there.
And driving through the lane, and one, count it. What a move. I'm sorry, I say what a move because it is. You're hanging up there, you're turning on the baseline.
Absolutely great move. Good crossover, great finish. When you get bumped in the air like that, you got to focus on the rim, and he was able to do that and finish it off and get another one here at the foul line.
So Boyle to the free throw line and converts on a 3-point play, and that makes it 58-53. And you said that lead can go by real fast.
Yeah, I mean, it was just 2 minutes, and it's a 5-point game now with 1:40 to go. Southern Lehigh's got to make sure that they stay aggressive and look to attack this press, but if they don't have a for sure layup, the time is going to be more important. So if they can get layups, they want to do that, but it's got to be a sure thing.
maybe the quietest 16 points for Brendan Boyle right now, but he may not get to his average, but you give all the credit to Dominic Lisicki what he's done tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I give it to him, and I give it to the coaching staff of the way that they're playing, and maybe other teams that watch this game will say, you know what, maybe we can try to throw 2 guys at Boyle and see what can happen. And on the other end, it's a learning curve for Notre Dame as well to see if other teams do that, what can you do off of it?
Yeah, and as we see it here in the final 2 minutes, it takes one move for him to get to the line. Yeah. And again, I keep saying that free throw line is going to be huge here, and I really still think it is.
It definitely is. And 84% for him.
(58-53), 1:41 on the clock. Al DiCarlo, Ben Tanis inbound first. If you're Southern Lehigh, great defense to start things off with a quick foul. Get this one on Chase Marks.
So 1 second off the clock to the foul line.
Well, you talk about Southern Lehigh. They struggled a little bit on the free throw line tonight. Are you looking at traits? See what they do on the free throw line and come back down and try to bury a 3 or go inside again.
Yeah. I think their best bet is to attack the bucket because, again, the foul line, they can get there, score with the clock stopped.
Andrews 3 of 8, so they fouled the right guy. He's only been there 8 times. Misses the free throw. Howlett, no. Rebound. Denton.
Yeah, you don't want to look back. Look ahead.
And he gets up to Pristis, over to Andrews. Pristis has been held scoreless in this game. Goes for the steal, doesn't get it. In the lane, Lisicki.
That's a big shot by Lisicki. Great play by Andrews. Oh, you don't want to leave him.
That one's short. Howlett underneath, and the timeout. So 60-55 with 56 seconds left. So all that going back and forth, and it's still
same spot
that we were about 30 seconds ago.
There's about 5 great plays in that sequence, and we're in the same situation.
So Notre Dame down to, I think, 1 timeout left. Suddenly I has 3. On the inbound. Here we go. Driving through. Say what? Denton's been the X factor here.
Well, it's a little scary to have Tankred handling the basketball there, but he was able to find someone. We got another foul here.
Fouls on number 33, Max Pristis, his 3rd, team over 11 at the line, shooting to number 2, Brendan Boyle.
Free throw is good. Trying to get it across. Just did. Touch foul.
So obviously big foul shots coming up here.
Tancred. He's got 23. Misses that one.
Offensive rebound. Just simply tipping it out.
Round one here. Still 23 seconds left. There's still time.
A lot of time. It's a 2-possession game. Notre Dame's got plenty of shooters too. It doesn't have to be Boyle. He can be the guy pushing the pace and kick to somebody.
Biggest lead now up to 8 twice. 58-50 at the 2:14 mark, and now here. $65-57. All right, take us through what Notre Dame has to do here. I'm assuming going down, pop a three. If it's not there, go inside and foul right away, right?
Yeah, they just have to attack early and hope for the best. If the layup's there, they're going to have to take it and foul right away. And then, on the other end, what's Southern Lehigh going to do? Are they going to play more straight up and not double Boyle with this lead? We'll see what's going to happen as they're talking it over. But at Notre Dame, the urgency is the factor here, so they'll take whatever's easiest first.
Now, you're a crowd. That's the last thing you want to probably say. There's still 25 seconds left, and
the crowd always always anticipates things way too early. But that's part of the fun for the crowd.
24 seconds. They'll inbound it. Again, if they're going to score, they got to score quick. There's not much time there. And from way outside, hand in his face, that one's short, and that could be enough. Southern Lehigh.
Everybody was already thinking the game was over, and Notre Dame was still trapping.
Throw that game away. Final seconds. That one gets knocked away. 65-57, your final score. 65-57, your score.
Yeah, that's a huge win for Southern Lehigh. It was a great basketball game. A good preview of what we might see towards the end of the year. We're not saying it's going to be the final game, but they're definitely going to have to see each other at some point in the playoffs. And both teams are going to have to, kind of figure things out a little bit. Southern Lehigh had some great success here, but Pristis was held scoreless. Notre Dame, their secondary guys were able to get some scores, but they're going to have to figure out what happens if Southern Lehigh plays that same style again and is able to take Boyle out of the game.
All right, Kieran Lincheski and A.J. Monsman, they have coach right now down the floor, and we'll go down to them right now.
Here is Southern Lehigh head coach. Coach Ware, thoughts on your game?
We wanted to keep them in the 50s offensively. We narrowly got it done. If you'd have told me we were going to score 65, then I might have laughed. But, hey, we'll take it. We outscored them in a game we thought we needed to defend better, but a win's a win at this point.
AJ, do you have any questions for Coach?
Coach Ware, obviously, you played a great game defensively. What was this environment like playing for your fans? It was nuts every time somebody scored a basket in here or there was a whistle.
Yeah, our fans are great. We've had some great home environments for this game, the Emmaus game, Salisbury game. They keep coming out to support us. We really appreciate it. It's fun playing in an environment like this. This is why you participate in high school sports.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you. Congratulations.
All right, Kieran Lincheski and A.J. Monsman. Getting them right now, and we're going to try to see if we can get Dominic Lisicki, our player of the game. And you know what? You can go any way you want with that one because there were some interesting players here, with the opportunity to be a player of the game on that side. Tancred was fantastic. he finished with 23 points. He could have had it as well. And with that, we go back down on the court with our student reporters, A.J. Monsman and Kieran Lincheski.
Thanks, guys. Here with our D11 Sports Player of the Game, Dominic Lisicki. Dominic, you had 18 points for Southern Lehigh tonight. Thoughts on your performance?
I was really just trying to put my teammates in the best position possible to succeed, and they really just trusted me with the ball tonight. They let me let the ball fly tonight, and I was really feeling it. The crowd was getting into it and stuff, and I was just blessed to be out there with my brothers again.
Thank you. Dom, you talked about that atmosphere. What was it like, seeing every foul shot? There was some tension in the air. You had some big ones late. What was that like?
Really, this is what I live for, honestly. It's my last year playing basketball. Might as well enjoy it as much as I can.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations on the win. Thank you. Guys, back to you.
Great job down the floor by both AJ and Kieran. We'll take you through the scoring here. 18 points for Lisicki, 11 points for Michael Andrews, 23 points for Tancred, and 12 points for Denton. Your thoughts of Southern Lehigh?
Like Coach Ware alluded to, it was definitely a different game for them. Early in that game, Andrews hitting those threes early on, Lisicki hitting those threes early on. That gave them a different dimension to their game, and then they were able to hang on to it and, kind of impose their will in the second half. I thought they did a great job, throughout the whole game.
Well, scoring for Notre Dame, Brendan Boyle goes for 18. Zach Rogers with 17, 2 for Leo McMenamin. 5 points for Becker, 11 points for Howlett, 2 points for Marks, and Luke Altmaier had 2 points. Your thoughts of Notre Dame?
I thought they played a good game as well. I think it was just, a style that they had not seen yet. Their secondary guys did a good job. They just weren't able to carry it through for the entire game. And, Boyle was never able to really get going with the way that they played them. But, for everybody else that they're going to play, I'm going to, look out. This is kind of a game for them where they're like, okay, maybe we need to get back to work. They found a chink in the armor, and maybe, we can figure out how to get even better. So everybody else, beware of Notre Dame.
Well, we expected a great game. We'd love to see these two teams in the playoffs at the same time, down the road. They're good, this for sure.
Yeah,
good teams.
Yes, as advertised, I think both teams weren't quite sure who they were yet. And I think this game kind of made everybody aware of who they are. They're the two best teams in the Colonial League, and, they're going to work out little small things, and the next time, hopefully, the game's even better.
All right, partner, that'll do it for tonight. Final score once again, 65-57. I want to thank Kevin Conley, Sports Fan Base Network, A.J. Monsman, Kieran Lincheski. I want to thank the athletic director here, Mark Zimmerman, for his hospitality as well. Ben Tanis, Al DeCarlo saying so long. If you're watching us here on a Thursday night, Saturday, we have some wrestling for you. Notre Dame taking on Bethlehem Catholic. That'll do it. Hope you enjoyed our D11Sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke Sports Medicine, Southern Lehigh, a winner tonight. Have a great night, everyone.